Today, we're going to do something pretty cool. We're going to decode what's essentially an operating system for life, and it comes from the brilliant mind of investor and philosopher Naval. So let me ask you this. What if life's biggest goals, wealth, happiness, what if they weren't just about luck, but about running the right program in your head? That's Naval's core belief. He thinks you can actually design a personal operating system to not only build wealth, but to learn how to be happy. And that's exactly what we're gonna do here. We're gonna break this whole thing down. Think of this as getting the source code to upgrade your own approach to life's biggest challenges: your wealth, your work, and your happiness. Now, here's the thing about Naval. He's this deep philosopher, for sure, but he's also incredibly practical. He starts with this almost jarringly direct idea: let's get you rich first. And why? Because he believes that if you can solve your money problems, you earn the freedom to go after everything else. All right, so let's dive right into the first module, the wealth creation code. And listen, this isn't about how to get a bigger paycheck. Nope. This is about understanding the fundamental rules for building real, sustainable wealth. Okay, first things first, we have to get this distinction right. Money versus wealth. They are not the same thing. See, money is what you get paid for renting out your time. You work an hour, you get paid for an hour. But wealth is the good stuff. It's the assets that earn while you sleep. It's the businesses, the software, the investments that are working for you 24/7. So, how do you actually build this wealth-generating machine? Well, Naval lays out this really elegant 4-part system. It all starts with finding your specific knowledge. This isn't just what you learned in school. It's that thing you're genuinely obsessed with. What feels like play to you but looks like work to everybody else? That's your gold mine. Then you have to take accountability. Put your name on it, take the risk, because that's how you get the reward. Next, you build leverage to massively magnify your impact. And finally, and this is crucial, you play long-term games. All the real rewards in life, whether in business or relationships, come from compound interest. Now, that word leverage is so important. Back in the day, leverage meant you either had a ton of money, capital, or a ton of people working for you, labor. And for both of those, you needed someone's permission. But the game has totally changed. Today, the most powerful forms of leverage are, as Naval says, permissionless. Anybody can tap into them. And just look at this breakdown. It's so clear, right? Labor and capital, they require permission. Someone has to agree to work for you, or a bank has to agree to give you money. But then you look at code and media, things like software, podcasts, videos. You can create one and sell it 1,000,000 times with almost zero extra cost. You don't need a boss's approval. You don't need a loan. This is what has totally democratized wealth creation. It means anyone with that specific knowledge we talked about now has the tools to build something massive. And that leads us perfectly into module 2. Because if anyone can use this infinite permissionless leverage, what becomes the most important skill? It's not how hard you work, it's the quality of your judgment. Naval puts it this way: wealth isn't the goal itself, it's just the byproduct of making better decisions consistently. This quote says it all, really. Earn with your mind, not your time. This is the fundamental shift you have to make. When your impact can be magnified infinitely by leverage, what matters isn't the hours you put in. It's the quality of your thinking, your unique insights. That's what creates real value. So what exactly is judgment? Well, think of it as the engine of this whole operating system. It's not about your IQ or being book smart. It's the skill, and it is a skill you can learn, of making the right calls in high-stakes situations where leverage is going to amplify the outcome, for better or for worse. So how do you actually get better at this? How do you upgrade your judgment? Well, you install mental models. I love this idea. They're like software updates for your brain. For example, instead of trying to be a genius, just use inversion. Figure out what not to do. It's way easier to avoid being stupid than it is to be brilliant. Or take compound interest. Don't just apply it to money. Apply it to your knowledge, your relationships. The returns are just as powerful. And my personal favorite, for those really big life decisions, a job, where to live, who to marry, if you can't decide, the answer is no. You're looking for that enthusiastic hell yes. If it's not that, it's a no. Keep looking. Okay, so we've covered the external part, building wealth, and the intellectual part, sharpening your judgment. Now we get to the heart of it all, the real purpose of this entire system. Module 3, the skill of happiness. We're all kind of programmed with this idea, right? If I just get that promotion, if I just achieve this goal, then I'll be happy. We chase success thinking it's the key to happiness. But Naval makes us stop and ask, have we got it completely backwards? He points out that success is often born from being dissatisfied, while happiness is about being satisfied. They can actually be opposites. And this quote, this one really hits home. Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. Just think about that for a second. Every time you want something new, a new phone, a new job, you're literally signing an internal contract to be unhappy until you get it. So often, the very source of our unhappiness is our own constant wanting. And that leads to this incredible insight. Happiness isn't some destination you arrive at or something you find. It's a skill you build. It's not an external prize you win, it's an internal muscle. And just like any other muscle, you can train it every single day. So how do you train that muscle? It's actually through really simple, consistent habits. You move your body every day because peace of mind starts with peace of body. You choose your friends wisely because, well, you really are the average of the people you spend the most time with. You stop judging others because all that does is make you feel superior for a second and then lonely in the long run. And most importantly, you practice being present. Just realize that this moment, right here, right now, is the only thing that actually exists. All right, let's bring it all together. Let's look at the end game. This is where wealth, judgment, and happiness all beautifully merge into one single powerful concept. When Naval talks about retirement, he's not talking about being 65 with a 401k. Forget that. He calls it true retirement. And what is it? It's when you stop sacrificing today for some imaginary tomorrow. It's when your day is complete, in and of itself. That's when you're truly retired. And you can get there by having so much money you don't need to worry, or by needing so little money, or, and this is the best one, by doing something you love so much that it doesn't even feel like a sacrifice. Because ultimately, what do you really want? It's not just money, it's freedom. The entire operating system we've talked about, wealth, judgment, happiness, it's all engineered to get you one thing: freedom. Yeah, it starts with freedom from money problems for sure, but the real endgame, the ultimate prize, is freedom from your own mind, freedom from your own emotions and anxieties. And that leaves us with one final, and I think very powerful question. A challenge, really. A core idea in all of this is that no one on the planet can compete with you at being you. So the question to take away from this entire explainer is this: what is the game that you, and only you, are uniquely built to win?